Hi everyone, Tatiana is here. Welcome back to the channel. Today I want to talk about something a little bit different, but super important for every bass player and a musician at all. It's self-identification as a musician. A lot of us struggle with an idea of when we can call ourselves musicians. Is it when we get paid for that? Is it when we get some music education? Or maybe it's when we play gigs regularly? Or maybe it's when someone else calls us that? I will tell you how it is. You become a musician that very moment when you commit to the path of making music. It's a journey, it's not a final destination when you achieve a certain point and that's all. Now you're a musician. No, it doesn't work like this. You are a musician when you are in this way. It's as simple as it is. People who play on the field out there are sports players. A person who swims is a swimmer. The one who plays a guitar is a guitar player. If you call them that, it doesn't mean they can't be anything else. Like, they can be paid for doing something different, and they also can be called plumbers, doctors, farmers, builders, etc. And they also can be sons and daughters, partners to someone, parents, etc. And they are also sports players, swimmers, and musicians if they make music. When I was starting my way in music composition, once I worked on a film in a pretty big and a professional crew. It was a part of 48 hours filmmaking competition in New Zealand. And I remember when the director introduced me to the team at our first meeting, he said, "This is Tatiana and she's a composer." I got so nervous. That was the first time ever someone called me that. I couldn't identify myself as a composer, although I had been working on composition for several years. That moment I thought, all right, I have a live role-play game experience. I've played so many roles, including the British Queen and many more. I know how to look confident, and this is just one more role for me. So I played that role and I did look confident, but I was so deeply impressed. That was the true imposter syndrome. It looked like that. And later I realized that many creative people, including musicians, feel the same pretty often. It might also be hard to say, to confirm that, like, I'm a musician. When you say this, you start thinking about the other people's expectations. In most cases, people say, wow, and they expect you to be earning your income from making music. To show the difference, some people might say, I'm a professional or I'm an amateur musician, but after that it doesn't become easier. It's not very clear what musicians can be called the professional ones. Are they those who got a good education, and what education is good enough to be called a professional musician? What if their income is split between making music and doing something else? What shall that proportion be so that they are counted as professional musicians? All these calculations have very little to do with who those people, musicians, are and how deeply they are connected with music. And actually, why are the others so interested in the details about their income? I think it's just some noise around someone's love and dedication to making music. So, do you play the bass with some regularity? Do you love it? Do you aim for progress? Then, if you said yes, you are a bass player. If you needed a sign to start identifying yourself as one, this is that sign, you just got it. Your voice on your instrument matters, your groove matters, your love of playing matters. You don't need a permission to call yourself a musician, you just need to keep going. If you want to feel yourself more as a musician, there are two important strategies that work. And the first one is daily practice affirms identity. The more you play, the more you feel like a musician. So you can make your practice part of your identity. Even if it's just 10 minutes a day, you are building your craft because you are on your way. I never recommend to my students to practice for long periods of time because of two reasons. First, you can easily lose your focus when you play for long and it makes it less effective. And the second reason is actually more important. If you practice for the long periods of time pretty often, like every day for an hour or longer, you can easily burn out. But it's the same effectiveness if you practice for the short periods of time every day, not an hour, but 10 minutes or 15 minutes, but often. And the second strategy is finding your community or your tribe. It's a big part of identifying yourself as a musician. It could be jam sessions, online chats, rehearsals and band practices, and even following someone on social media, the musicians who inspire you. I personally like Facebook groups where people ask questions, have fun and share opinions. And of course, the community that grows around this channel is really awesome. Here I feel surrounded with like-minded people and I feel like home. Surround yourself with people who remind you, yes, you belong here. One day you might realize something interesting and unusual and strange and really cool. It's when your self-identification swaps. First it was, I play the bass, so I'm a bass player. And it becomes, I'm a bass player, so I play the bass. You will stay a bass player even if you are left with no instruments for a while. That will become a part of your identity. So playing the bass will become very natural for you. Like bees make honey. You play the bass. And it doesn't actually matter if you have to do anything else in your life. We all combine different social roles. It's okay. Whether you are jamming in your bedroom or having a great show on a huge stage, it's that love, that consistency and that curiosity that make you a musician. So, Bass Fam, tell me in the comments, how did you start identifying yourself as a musician? Was it a certain moment or a slow realization? If this video gave you a little boost or helped to shift a little bit your mindset, then give it a like, subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet to get some more bass tips, tricks, thoughts and grooves. And always remember, you don't have to be the fastest, the funkiest or the most famous. You just have to be you, and if music is what you do with love and dedication and progress, then you're a musician. I'll catch you in the next video. Peace, love and low end.